So that's all it is that I don't want you to show me the steps. You can if you want, but again, having to write it twice with decimal places is just a lot of work, right? So I know you can calculate easy calculations like this. So all I want is show me what you're subbing in, right? Use your function notation. Show me what the two values are you got. Keep as many decimal places as you can. We're not going to keep 9 and 10 and stuff, but 4 is pretty good. And especially if it's terminating, keep everything that it gives you. Make sure if you can do it on your calculator, you can punch it in one go, get the number, punch it in, and get the number. Right? So get used to your calculator. Again, that's why I want you using the calculator you're going to use for your test, right? Because certain ones need a bracket, don't need a bracket, so try to use the one you're going to use for the test instead of switching back and forth, because suddenly you're like, oh shoot, why does this look different? Do I need a bracket and stuff? So you'll get used to it. Mine's an old one. There you go. Make sure you have the units on your answer, so just like grade 9, and then do a little concluding sentence saying the rate is, so something very quick. Okay, units and that. Now, one more word I want to go over, so I kept adding to it, again, from grade 10. Determine the rate of the rock. So rate means, again, rate, highlight this, rate means the slope, right? So the slope, so I want the rate of the rock, right? So slope, rate is slope, as it returns to its initial height. So again, returns to the initial height means what? Returns initial, yeah.
Like when I get back to 120?
Yes, so back to t equals 0, so h equals 120. Does that make sense? So you have to, these words are back from grade 10 where we started it, in 11 we did it again a little. So initial height is when t equals 0, sorry, that's a t, equals 0, so the height we found above was 120. So we're going to take that 120, and again, write it on the left side because we need room for the slope here. So drag it all the way over here, and then just start it on the left side of the page so you have room for your slope. So this is going to be 120 goes here on the left side, and the same thing we're solving. So the solving part, negative 5t squared plus 10t plus 120. This is regular. We're going to bring the 120 over. When you bring it over, you get 0, negative 5t squared plus 10t, right? And the t's, 120s went away, right? Because I brought it over. And then you can factor a quadratic formula, up to you. I'm going to factor, so t minus 2. So then t equals 0 or 2. Can I use both? They're both positive. Can I use both answers? Do I have two answers? Yep.
The second one, this is when it returns?
Exactly. So cross this one off, and this one's not return, right? 0 is not returning to it. That is the initial. Or you can cross it off and say initial, right? So that's the initial time, not return. So we want return, not initial. So cross it off and just say initial or not return, something like that, to tell me why you're not using that number. Okay, and again, let me know if I should zoom in for anyone at the back, right? And then here we go again. So we're going to find the rate. When I say rate, you're finding the slope. All right, so slope again, we're going to go m equals and h at, and then again, since it's a single value and I don't have a secant line, we're going to make our own secant line. So make a secant line, right? So here we're making a secant, because that's all we have right now. And again, we'll address this later on. Is there a pattern? Is there something else we can do? Yes, there is, and then we address that later. Okay, but this is the initial idea. So a secant line, so we're going to do h at around 2. So I'm going to go 2.01 and h at 1.99. And again, match it for the x2 minus x1, 1.99. And try that on your calculator. This one ends up being terminating again. It's got 4 decimal places, so be able to punch in and get these two values. So I got 119.8995. and minus 120.0995. Again, get used to your calculator. You want to be able to use your calculator kind of with ease. in this chapter. If you can't get the number in one go, get a friend to help you or me, right? Because there must be something that you're doing on your calculator funny. Again, you can show the steps if you want, like on the rough paper even, but a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to have to write it out because it's so many decimal places and stuff. Right? And get to your answer of -10, and it's meters per second, little sentence. Whenever anything's given in words, you give a little quick sentence back, so therefore the rate is -10 meters per second. Make sure you keep the units and give a little sentence. Questions, clarification?